Hello, my name is Daniel Ejike, and today my presentation will be on the knife of never letting go. Hello everyone, my name is Daniel Ejike. Welcome back to my channel if you are already a patron. But for those who are new, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Today I'll be interviewing Todd Hewitt. I meant Tom Holland. He played Todd Hewitt in the Chaos Walking movie, based on the award-winning book, The Knife of Never Letting Go. Where is this guy? Where's Tom? What's that? Tom's late and he hasn't arrived yet? Okay. Anyways, since Tom is not here yet, I guess we'll just have to settle for someone else. Someone go find the girl. I don't even know her name. I'm only getting paid to interview Tom, so I could care less who she is, so long as she played Viola. Alright everyone, here's Daisy Ridley. She played Viola in the Chaos Walking movie. How are you, Viola? I'm doing alright, love, but my name's Daisy, no Viola. Hey, hold on. Whose show is this? It's my show, so I think I'll do what I want. Sheesh, how rude. I know it must have been hard to work with you on set with your entitled demeanor. Anyways, I'm gonna ask you some general questions to begin. So tell me, who is Viola Ide? And why did you choose the role of playing her in the movie? Firstly, I must let everyone know that I have read the first book, The Knife of Never Letting Go, but as a reader, Violet appears to be a shooting star that falls into the new world from a different planet. No, but in actuality, she's a settler from the old world who came to the new world for a fresh start. Sadly, her ship crashes, killing her parents and leaving her stranded all alone. Ultimately, I decided to play her because we don't get a full understanding of her thoughts, and who she is because Todd can't hear her noise. She's just not as transparent as some of the other characters, thanks to her keeping her thoughts to herself. And I think that Viola resembles me a lot in that sense. Okay, so anyways, let's get down to the juicy stuff. From reading the book, would you say that there's any chemistry between Todd and Viola, and that their romantic relationship is inevitable? I knew this question would come. Honestly, I think that as their relationship has developed, they are becoming more and more open to one another. But I feel like they both have some personal and internal growing to do before they can embark on a relationship romantically. Well, it was great talking to you, Daisy, but it seems like Tom is finally here, so that's your cue to leave. Look everyone, it's the famous movie star, Tom Holland. How are you doing, brother? I'm doing great, mate. It's nice to meet you. I have some great questions to ask you. To start, I would like to say that all humans are in search of something, no matter what it may be. But one search that is essential throughout human history is the search for truth. What would you say about truth? I totally agree with you, mate. I would also say that the continued search for truth is essential for humans in order to expand our understanding of self. Yes, I absolutely agree.
I would also say that The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness is an excellent novel that takes its readers on a crazy and climactic journey of self-discovery.
From my understanding of the novel, Todd Hewitt has been lied to for his whole life, just to keep him safe.
Yes, that's correct.
So would you say that the search for truth shapes and impacts Todd's identity and self-actualization?
I believe that the understanding that killing doesn't equate to manhood, learning to accept harsh realities, and coming to the understanding that external pressures aren't always right are all searches for truth that shape and impact Todd and his identity.
How so? Care to elaborate on the first thing you touched on?
Gladly, regarding what I firstly said, when Todd kills the Spackle, he is filled with sadness as he realizes that Spackle are innocent beings. Todd comes to the realization that Spackle are innocent, and he now understands that this particular thing he was told about the Spackle was a lie. He realizes that he wrongfully killed the Spackle because, from his understanding, they were the cause of everything. That happened, but this is far from the truth.
So Todd learns that killing is wrong and that it is not a sign of manliness, and this search for truth shapes and impacts his identity?
Yes, mate, certainly.
Care to touch on the point you made about harsh realities?
One example would be the fact that Todd learns the harsh reality that no matter what, he is subject to his townspeople, cause despite all of his valiant efforts, he could not evade his town and he must ultimately make the tough decision to join the army, thus becoming an eventual murderer even though it goes against what he believes. But he must do so in order to save Viola. Ultimately, Todd learns that he must come to accept the difficult realities that lie before him, and his continual search for truth genuinely shapes and impacts his identity.
Wow, that is a harsh reality indeed. I believe that this will be the last question I ask you. That saddens me because The Knife of Letting Go sounds like a very amazing book, and you're such an interesting fellow.
For real? The interview's almost over? Hey, thank you, mate. The Knife of Never Letting Go is a great novel indeed.
As Todd continues to pursue truth and understand who he is, how do external pressures impact him?
That is an excellent question. I would say that Prenticetown pressures its citizen, Todd in particular, not to kill but to commit murder, and this is definitely not right in Todd's eyes. A man named Aaron explicitly asks Todd to murder him. It's quite an odd thing to read. Todd realizes that he doesn't want to be like them and that he isn't like them because he knows he is, and he knows that he is not a heartless, animalistic murderer, fully grasping the truth of who he is.
Wow, it is incredible that Todd learns that external forces aren't always right, and that he is in control of his own actions. I believe that this search for truth truly shapes and impacts Todd's identity.
Indeed it does, mate. Indeed it does.
Any final words or statements?
Yes, ultimately I would say that the identity and self-actualization are shaped and influenced by the search for truth. The Knife of Never Letting Go is an excellent novel that highlights a journey of truth and self-discovery. Finally, I would say that in the world today, truth is very hard to find as it has become more and more subjective, making it difficult to come to a definite conclusion. But this novel allows readers to embark on an adventure in the pursuit of truth, thus allowing readers to understand more about themselves. I believe that if we all are to pursue one ultimate desire, it should be the pursuit of truth, because discovering truth helps us discover things about who we are as a human race.
Hey, it was an absolute pleasure to interview you, Tom, and I also love your glasses.
It was a pleasure to take this interview, and it was an absolute pleasure to play Todd and showcase a wonderful book in The Knife of Never Letting Go.
What's that noise?
Oh, it's probably Manshi.
Todd?
Yes, Manshi.
So that was my ISU presentation. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.